Good evening, everyone. This is Rabbi Karen, and we are here for our Tuesday Maariv service. So welcome. I'm so happy you could join me this evening. Even though the word got out I wasn't supposed to be here tonight, I'm glad to be here tonight and doing my thing and doing our thing all together. So welcome for those on Zoom. We have people on Facebook. We're on Facebook all over the place. Shalom, JSLI, UJUC, Rabbi Stephen's page, YouTube, and simshalom.com. So you can't get away from us. Join us this evening, and we welcome you to our Tuesday Maariv service. So now we're going to begin. Slideshow, play, even technology down. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Baruch et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach. Le'olam va'ed. And our blessings for the evening, as Adonai has separated light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv avravim, b'chochma poteach sharim, uvitbuna mishana itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader akochavim, b'mishmoroteim barakia kirtzono. You abound in blessings, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all time and space, whose word brings on twilight. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times. Vary the seasons and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Boreyom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzevaot shemo, el chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. O living and ever enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, eternal one, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. And now the prayer in which we state our creed and who we are and our love for Adonai. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. V'ahavta, and you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your soul and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house and when you walk by the way, and when you rise up and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets besides. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi chamocha bnei dar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot Osef. בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלה ענו ואמרו, Adonai ימלוך לעולם ועד. The song was sang by Miriam and the women as they walked through the parting of the Red Sea. Thus it is said, I redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, ufrosh aleinu sukat shalom mecha. Baruch atah Adonai haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Adonai, bless us. Keep us safe. Keep us free from hunger, from war, from disease, from famine. You are compassionate and gracious. Guard our going and coming for all eternity and in peace. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Blessed are you, eternal one, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Okay, going to take a moment. Yes, Sue Bowers, you are here. I see you.
Hopefully my mic works. Can you hear me?
And I hear you.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm
clear.
muting again.
Okay. And say we've got Barbara Kirsch and Kiran. Welcome to our service. I'm glad you're here with me this evening. Let me just mark something down for my Mishabera prayer later. I know we all do the Mishapera, and then I can never remember my list. So I learned to start writing it down. Albert, good evening. I'm glad you're with us. I hope you're well, healthy, and happy. Okay, let's go back to our service. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yamadira chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yo omechon uv'chayedechal beit Yisrael Magala uvizman kariv v'yimaru amen yesh mei rabba mevorach Le'olam Maya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yapar V'yiromat V'yinaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalov Shmei D'Kudusha B'richu Le'elam Michal B'chata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechemata Damiram B'yalma V'yimaru, amen. And now our standing prayer. Please stand unless the body says stay seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Yomotenu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Hayel HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanorah. El Elyon. Gomer chasadim tovim v'konei hakol, v'zoher chazdei avot v'imaot, u'mevi gula livnei v'nehem, l'man shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Adonai, please remember the promises that you made to our ancestors. They're our mishpocha. Please keep those promises that we seek to you. Adonai is our super strength, our saving power. Adonai gives life to the living. Adonai is all we need. Atah gibor li'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atarav lahoshia, mechakeh chaim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim v'rofei holim, umatir asurim, Kayen emunata pishene afar michamocha bal givuro umito melech melech memid Umkayem umatzmiach Yeshua v'nemanata lahayot Baruch atah Adonai mechayei hakol. All right. Oh, Albert, that's very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you, Albert. He wrote, "May Hashem bless you for your kindness to all of us." That's very touching. Okay, this week's Torah portion is Parsha Vayishlach, a victim of bad editing. Let me begin by telling you my guilty pleasure. I enjoy the Real Housewives of New York, Atlanta, and New Jersey, but don't hold that against me. But more about that later. As Parsha Vayishlach begins, Jacob seeks reconciliation with his brother Esau. Jacob had taken his family and possessions and is going back home. He sends angels with his message to Esau. He sends offerings to Esau, and Esau responds that he meets Jacob and arrives with 400 men. Jacob splits his camp into two, thinking that if one camp does not survive, the other will. He then again splits his camp, handmaidens and children first, then Leah and her children, and finally Rachel and Joseph with him. And Esau ran toward him and embraced him, and he fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Is this still the evil Esau? They cannot travel together because Jacob says his family would travel too slow for Esau and his men. So Esau moves to Seir. Jacob names his new land Sukkot because his cattle dwelled in the huts. We next read of the brothers together, burying their father Isaac, who has passed. Esau goes home, and through his descendants begins the kingdom of Edom. Rabbi Noah Arno stated that as the brothers see each other, Jacob sees Esau's face. This may be the first time Jacob really sees his brother as another person, the first time he ever sees Esau's humanity and sees him as created in God's image. Jacob is seeing the face of his enemy, who is his brother. So let's go back to my guilty pleasure. If you're fans of the shows, you might understand what I'm talking about. Each season, the editors decide who the villain is going to be. One year, Ramona is portrayed as an alcoholic. The next year, it's Sonia. One year, Nini can't get along with anyone. The following year, it's Kenya. And sisters-in-law, Teresa and can't decide year after year if they like each other or if they're going to fight with Dolores. Each year, the editors do what they want to do to make the storyline work their way by editing. And the story presents itself in a new light with each new edit. We read Talmud and Midrash about the evil Esau. He was a hunter, a marauder, marrying idol worshippers and threatening to kill Jacob. According to Maharat Ruth Belinsky-Friedman, Esau was the opposite of Jacob, but now he is the loving brother, crying on his neck, embracing him, and later helping to bury their father. What happened? Was Esau just different, or was he the victim of a bad edit? In Driven to Distraction by Edward Holloway, he uses the comparison and the farmer to define an ADHD person. An ADHD person would be a hunter who would move at will, not abiding to a time schedule, with the thrill of danger always a step away. And ADHD people need to move. And hunting gives that movement. The farmer needed to follow not only a daily schedule, but a seasonal schedule in order to maintain a crop. The hunter certainly describes Esau, although the hunter was seen as evil. In the book Esau's Blessings by Dr. Ora Prouser, she points that at Esau is the wilderness filled with impulsivity. Perhaps giving up his birthright for lentil stew was an act of impulsivity. All he knew was that he was hungry, and when Jacob had stew and wanted his birthright, it was an impulsive act in his agreeing to it. What lesson can we learn from Esau, and how is he portrayed? Dr. Prosser says Esau can teach us lessons of what it means to find room in ourselves, our families and communities, to accommodate people who are different than ourselves. And perhaps we should not judge a book by its cover. The cover might just be a victim of bad editing. Open the book and read. Esau on the cover, antithesis of the hero. Then he became the hero. So let's figure out how we're going to look at people and maybe give them extra chances or see how they are, see who they are. Just a thought. Let me go to the restream. Okay, we still got our people there. And now let us take a few minutes to listen to the prayers in our hearts and our minds. Say shalom b'mrumav, Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Say shalom b'mrumav, Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, Amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, let peace descend on us in all Israel, and together let us all say, Amen. And now a prayer for healing. So please type in the names of all those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I'm going to start with Sid and Joyce, Katie and Luna, Chris, Robin, Riley, daughter Brandy, Elizabeth's daughter, Hannah Batleola, Joel, Susie, Ronnie, Seal's daughter, Diane, and Rabbi Jeffrey. Okay, we have those who are suffering physically and emotionally in the world. Dorothy, Diane, Mark, Marlene, Jean, Mary, Sue, Jimmy and his father, David with cancer, all those suffering PTSD, Donna, Babette, Shinaz, Joy, Judith, also Sim Shalomers who need Refuah Shlema, Valerie, Erin, Maddie, Trey, Malcolm, Rose, Mayo, Amy, Tamara, Joel, Beth, and her father, Rabbi Galit, Albert, our loved ones, and our loving pets. Okay, did I get everybody? Joy and Judith, I don't know if I said them. Marlene Bat Chaya, Jenny Bat Najee Bat Juana. Give it just a few more moments. Okay, let's go. Dawn, All Out, Nelson, Respido. Mishe Beirach Avotenu, Yehol HaBraha V'imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu, Yehol HaBraha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with Refuah Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotze breshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, vilo samanu kimishpuhot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kohem, vigor aleinu keho hamanam, vanachnu korim, umishachavim umodim, livnei melech mochei hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'eman v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shmo, u'shmo, u'shmo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have been taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadal v'yitgadal shemei rabbah, v'alma dirahi rutei v'yamlichma hutei, v'chayehon uv'yomechon, uv'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, Bagalav Zman Kariv Yimru, Amen. Yehesh me Rabba Mevorach Le'elam Al Mea Maya. Yit Barak V'yishtabach V'yipar V'yiroman V'yinaseh. V'yitadar V'yitalei V'yitalal. Shvei D'Kudish Yechu. Le'elam Yichol B'chata B'shirata. Tush B'chata B'nechamata. Tamiram V'yalma V'yiru, Amen. Yehesh Lamar Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu V'yakol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mrumav. Huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me this evening, considering that I wasn't supposed to be here. Surprise, here I was. And it was great to be with you, as I love my Tuesday night.
Toda rabba,
Be well,
Rabbi.
everybody. Well, thank you. Thank you. Be well, be happy. Check out our JSLI site for the rabbinic class, the JLEAP class, the cantorial classes. That's about it. That's all our classes. Conversion class, whatever we got going on, you're all invited. So please, and just be well. Have a great week. All be safe. Shavua Tov, and take care. Be well.
Shavua Tov,
Bye.
Rabbi.
Thank you.
Shavua Tov.
Thank you.